and welcome to another big edition of the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League Footy Show. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Anwyl, the operations manager. Look, we're fresh off the Interleague, mate. I know you're still having great fantasies about being on the G. That was a great experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was terrific for the league and all the players involved and the coaches. I know they all relished the experience, although not the result we wanted. It certainly was, as I said, a great experience. And we get back into the real football and netball this week.
Absolutely, mate. And we'll start off with our first game for the preview, and we'll look at Lakers versus Sebastopol. Sebastopol have had a couple of weeks off. They haven't had the best season, but they've got some good talent in there, and we saw that on display on the MCG, where we had Tony Lockyer absolutely carve it up in the back line. Yeah, he did. He had a good game down there. As you said, Sebastopol have had a couple of weeks off. They had the bye just before Interleague, so quite a good little break there, and I think there would have been a bit of work done over that time, talking to the group and the players about needing to get a little bit more back on track and try and pick up the win this week over the Lakers. How do you rate their chances, mate? Look, very good. I think this is going to be a really good game between the two clubs, both of them there. Lakers have had, of course, the 2 wins for the year, but Sebastopol not yet, so they're really keen to get on the board. I almost see it as a bit of a flip of the coin game up there, so I think I'll just go for Sebastopol in this one. Yeah, I think Laker Windaree haven't been overly convincing this year, but if they're going to come back and with a vengeance, this will be the game to do it. So the next big game, we've got Darley and Redan. There's a big chance that Redan could be without a win to start the 2018 season after this weekend. Yeah, that's right. They haven't had a win so far. The last game was a loss to East Point. Darley, of course, coming off a win, although it was a low-scoring win. They kicked 5 goals, 15. So yep. They'll be looking for a bit more accuracy this week. I don't think the season's going to get better for Redan after this week. Darley are just ticking along nicely. And I think, unfortunately for Redan, they're going to be on the end of hopefully it's not going to be too big a loss, but I think it'll be quite comfortable for Darley. Yeah, it's a shame with Redan as well that they've lost all their games this year, but they haven't been by big margins. They're games where they probably could have won also. Oh yeah, they've been in the competition for each of the games. Haven't particularly been blown out of the water, but I just don't think their fortune's going to change this week against one of the powerhouses. Yeah, important game for both sides. Catch this game on 98.5 at the ground. We've got East Point and Bacchus Marsh. We talk about big games. This is right up there. East Point yet to drop a game this year, but they're going to face their biggest challenge of 2018 when they take on the reigning grand finalists and premiers of 2016. Yeah, that's right. East Point undefeated. They're sitting second on the ladder only by percentage. They're sitting second, Bacchus Marsh third. So certainly I would say match of the round this one. It's going to be a great contest down there at Eastern Oval. Both coming off wins, of course. East Point undefeated, but Bacchus Marsh, it was a bit. It was looking like they weren't going to get the win over Melton South before the break for Interleague. That's right. I think Melton South were in front by about 20 points, but went down in the end after a big push from Bacchus Marsh towards the end of the game. So I'm going to pick East Point to remain undefeated. Well, I think if you go on recent history, East Point would be a safe bet because for some reason, mate, Bacchus Marsh during the home and away season has yet to taste victory at Eastern Oval for, I think it's a streak that goes on for quite a few years, maybe double digits. So as good as they have been in the past few seasons, when they have played there, they haven't been able to get the win. Last year they had a draw. So that sort of weights in favour of East Point. So Bacchus Marsh have got to recreate history to win this one. No, spot on, Yeendy. Next big game, we've got Melton and Ballarat. Of course, the guys on 97.9 FM will be all over that one. And the Bloods, they've lost the last few games. They'll be looking to get back on the winners list after starting the season with such great promise. Yeah, that's right. It's been a tough season for both clubs to start out. Ballarat more so than Melton. Melton, of course, have had a couple of wins, and I think they're sitting just inside the top 6 at the moment. Melton had a loss to Sunbury 2 weeks ago. Tough game that one too. Tough game that was. Ballarat, unfortunately, they had a really big loss to North Ballarat City under that last game. Didn't kick a goal either. They kicked 13 behinds and no goals. So they quite obviously, I mean, it's stating the obvious, they need to kick those goals to win games. But I'm going to go with
Ballarat in this one, just to throw it out there. I think they're due for a win. I think will get a win pretty soon, and I think this is it.
That's their time to shine, and I'm on Melton's bandwagon. The final game, this is another massive game. It's actually been a big round of footy. We've got North Ballarat City taking on Mountain South. Mountain South yet to taste victory in 2018. We don't know the selections just yet, but we know Brendan Favola was in line for a return. But with or without Favola, it's a tough ask for a Mountain South outfit who are lacking a little bit of confidence. They've been in games, but they haven't gone on with the job.
Yeah, as we just spoke about, they only just lost that game to Bacchus Marsh 2 weeks ago. By all accounts, really had everything going their way to win that game. But Bacchus Marsh, being the powerhouse that they are, obviously get over the line that we spoke about. North Ballarat City just going along nicely at the moment. They're just doing what they need to do. As I said, they had a big win over Ballarat a couple of weeks ago and kept them goalless. So that's always a great confidence boost, and one that they'll be looking to keep going. I don't know that they'll keep Melton South goalless this week.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think North Ballarat will keep on going. They're sitting fourth on the ladder. They're going along quite nicely, and I think that'll continue through this week.
Definitely right. They've got the two-pronged forward attack with Sammy Dunstan and Will Young. The pair of them are first and second on the goal kicking respectively, with 34 goals between them. So if those boys manage to maybe sort of kick about 8 between them at least for this weekend, then they're certainly going to take some beating against the Mountain South side that just need to kick a winning score.
Yeah, they do, and you just rattled off those stats about goal kicking, and those goals are going to win them games every week.
Absolutely. Well, thanks to our friends at McDonald's. This has been the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League footy show, looking ahead to round 5. Shano, thanks so much for joining us this week. We look forward to catching up with you soon.
Pleasure as always.